Hey everybody, Lisa from Tiny Paw Spa and Hazel. We are here with another quick video. We're gonna try to make it quick. Yeah, that's up to you, Mommy. You can really drag things out. Okay. There you go. Okay, this is on probiotics, prebiotics, and digestive enzymes. Most people know what digestive enzymes are and probiotics. Maybe not so with prebiotics, but they all work together. So let's start by clearing things up a little bit. All right, so, any dog can benefit from all three of these, and you can get all of them in whole food sources. You do not need to buy a supplement, a commercially made supplement, but you can for convenience, obviously. Okay, so dogs that have sensitive stomachs, allergies, and senior dogs definitely need these things. And even dogs that are fed a whole prey raw diet may need them as well. Okay, so let's just go through all of them. So what whole foods can we find these things in? Fruits, vegetables, fermented foods, okay, and of course, as I said, supplements. So the healthiest, best options are always whole food sources. And, I make sure my dogs get all kinds of whole, fresh, natural foods, but I also do supplements because I want to ensure they get everything. All right, first of all, let's start with probiotics. What are they? They are live microorganisms, often referred to as beneficial bacteria. Right away, you probably think of yogurt when I say probiotics, right? And you would be correct. So they play a crucial role in maintaining a healthy microbiome, gut microbiome. And a healthy gut is necessary for a healthy immune system and proper digestion. So food sources of probiotics for your dog include raw green tripe. I know I've spoken about that already. Fermented veggies. Hazel and Oliver both get Bam's beets. All right, this is by Green Juju. It is a fermented beet and purple cabbage supplement. They get that in their food, and they also every morning get wild fermented mushroom probiotic, also by Green Juju. All right, and they do get raw goat milk kefir. So I take it, I pour it out of the bottles and I make little ice cubes out of it and then put it back in the freezer that way. So there's my goat milk kefir. All right. Kefir is better than yogurt, and opt for goat over cow. And there are some really good reasons why you should always give goat milk rather than cow's milk. In its fermented form, goat milk kefir no longer has any lactose because the beneficial bacteria ate it during the fermentation process. And yes, goat milk does have lactose, contrary to popular belief. Goat milk, though, contains A2 protein, whereas cow's milk contains primarily A1 protein, which makes it much harder to digest. So go with goat. All right, so the general dosage for a dog is about 1 to 2 teaspoons for small dogs, 1 to 2 tablespoons for medium dogs, and 2 to 3 tablespoons for large dogs. So it doesn't have to be very specific, exact, because it's a whole food. It's, unlike supplements where you have to be more exact. All right, so prebiotics. What the heck are prebiotics? Well, basically, prebiotics are the food that probiotics eat. So prebiotics are whole food sources. Yes, and you will find them in supplements too. But they include garlic, asparagus, greens such as escarole, radicchio, and endive, all members of the chicory family, dandelion greens, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, fruits such as bananas, apples, pears, berries, blue straw rasp. Okay, those are the berries that my guys get. My guys get all of these foods. Chia and flax seeds. Seeds have to be ground. I know in the one video I showed myself, I eat a lot of pumpkin seeds raw, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds for lunch, and I always hand some to the dogs. If you don't grind them, they really don't digest them. It's more for fun for them. But I do grind them as well, and they get them that way. But also, oh wait, hang on, let me just finish before I get lost here. Seaweeds such as kelp. Okay, yes, here, this is, I have kelp in this supplement that they get. This is the Holistic Pet Organics Canine Complete. This is, which one is this? This is the wakame. This is kombu. Kombu I put in their food when I cook it, okay? When I'm making like a stock, even bone broth, you know, I'll put a little piece of kombu in there. You get all the minerals out of that. The wakame I include when I cook quinoa for them, or red lentils or something. In my rice cooker, I always throw some wakame in there. You don't have to cook it as long. This, you actually, the kombu, you boil it, you boil the minerals out of it, and then you throw it out. And then, you know, nori, you can break up nori sheets, okay? Seaweeds are fantastic. Pumpkin, okay, canned pumpkin. How do you know that you have the right pumpkin? Because you don't want pie filling. Just read the ingredients right here. Ingredients, pumpkin. All right, there's no sugar or spices or anything in there. Butternut squash and sweet potato, same family as the pumpkin. Medicinal mushrooms. My guys get a lot of mushrooms. They get this mushroom powder, but I'm always buying shiitakes and all. Oh my gosh, turkey tail and chaga and reishi, whatever, however you say them. Yeah, I'm always chopping them up and giving them mushrooms. And even oats have some prebiotic if you do grain. You know, my guys get very little grain. They do get it. It's probably maybe 5% of their diet. All right, amounts to feed of prebiotics. Or you know, because these are all whole foods, right? And if your dog is not used to eating broccoli and dandelion greens, well, you're not going to give them a big bowl of that, right? You have to always start slowly. You don't want digestive upsets. So if you have a 10 to 15 pound dog, a tablespoon of chopped greens should do it. And that's what my guys get. And I put it right on their food. They love it. They love bitter greens too, especially. And if you have a dog that's out there eating grass all the time, you know, hey, give them the grass you want them to eat. That's what I always say. All right, digestive enzymes. Let's talk about them. Okay, like here's a good example of one. Canine digestive enzymes by, who's this by? Dr. Goodpet. Okay, they are especially good for elderly dogs because over time, just like us, they stop producing enough, all right? And then there are those who say, well, give them right from the start so that the body doesn't have to produce so many of them, you know, like don't wear out the body kind of thing. And then there's the other school of thought saying, use it or lose it. If you keep supplementing, then the body won't produce, which I don't know, that's kind of a stretch. I always kind of shoot for the middle ground. I don't like either extremes, you know. Raw diets, right away, all of you raw feeders out there are saying, well, I don't need to add them because raw food is full of natural enzymes. Well, again, with the older dogs with digestive issues, or older dogs and dogs with digestive issues, dogs like with EPI, which is exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, you know, and then raw diets that are lacking certain organs such as pancreas, gallbladder, or intestinal wall glands will all benefit from adding additional digestive enzymes, okay? So what are they anyway? Well, they're just substances naturally produced by the body to assist in the digestion of food. They are protease, which breaks down proteins, amylase for starches and carbohydrates, lipase for fats and lipids, and cellulase to break down fiber. And cellulase is important to add since dogs don't naturally produce it. And they don't produce much amylase either, which, you know, again, all you raw feeders are out there saying, that's what proves that dogs are meant to eat meat, you know, not, yeah, well, they are actually omnivores. They're not obligate carnivores like cats are. So, you know, we could argue about those things all day long. I never argue. I just, like I said, I try to take the middle ground. I can see truth in both sides. All right, so while enzymes are naturally produced in the pancreas, as a dog ages, their ability to produce these enzymes decreases, especially if they've been living on a processed diet. Processed diets, those are your kibbles. Kibble-fed dogs are exhausting their pancreas. They're exhausting all kinds of stuff. They're in a constant state of dehydration. They're eating way too many carbs. Okay, I am, like, you know, anti-kibble for sure. All right, but yes, there are some really great kibbles out there. You know, you could easily get a great kibble for, you know, maybe $60 for 3 pounds. I mean, the prices are insane, and if you're gonna go that route, you may as well just start making your own food. All right, so who needs digestive enzymes? To sum up, dogs who eat kibble, canned or cooked starchy diets. I see so many YouTube videos, and of course there's 1,000,001 dog cookbooks now that have all these recipes, and they are all grain laden and way too starchy. They right away start out with sweet potato and carrot and peas, and right away I'm thinking starch, and then they throw rice in there. Please don't give your dogs rice, please. All right, dogs that have allergies, food sensitivities, or skin issues can all use probiotics and digestive enzymes and prebiotics. We're just going to group that, probiotics and digestive enzymes. Dogs that have EPI, malabsorption, or other digestive problems, dogs with chronic health issues, especially inflammatory conditions like arthritis, seniors, again, and dogs that drink fluoridated water. Yes, you should really be giving your dogs spring water or even distilled, okay, because of the metals in there and the fluoride. If your water is fluoridated, yeah, you shouldn't be drinking it either. But that's a whole nother video, isn't it? All right, so natural food sources of digestive enzymes. Sprouted seeds, that's my carnivore, what do you call this? Ground sprouted seeds, raw organic, yay. Okay, I love that stuff, they get that every day. Raw honey, all right? That's not the honey that comes in the little bear that you get at the grocery store. This is raw honey. Raw apple cider vinegar, all right? This should be unpasteurized, unfiltered, with the mother, organic, all that, right? That's the good stuff. Ginger, the fermented veggies. Did I show the fermented veggies? I did. The Bam's beets, the mushroom juice, the goat's milk kefir. Fruits such as banana, apple, pear, or pineapple rather, mango and kiwi. So pineapple, mango, kiwi, papaya, and banana all have digestive enzymes too. All right, so, and remember, heat kills digestive enzymes, so do not add them to the food for my people who cook until it is cool and ready to be fed. Also, if your dog experiences loose stools or gas, when you start to add any of these, just reduce the dosage. Like if you're buying a supplement and it has a recommended dosage on here for the weight of your dog. If it's new to your dog, I start with a fraction of that to see how they react. And by the way, this Canine Complete has all three. It has your digestive enzymes, it has your probiotics, and it has your prebiotics. Okay, so it's all in here. And I have one by Dr. Harvey's too. Where's that? It's not out here, but yeah, there are some good ones out there. All right. And another thing, when you're buying supplements, take note before you buy them, are they powder, liquid, or chews? So many of these supplements are made in chew forms. It's a little square, it's like soft, and you give it to your dog as a treat. Well, neither of my two will eat those things. And typically when I read what's in them, I don't want to feed them anyway. And some of them are beef-based or chicken-based. And if your dog has an allergy to those things, forget that. Our Bichon people don't like to feed too much beef, and Bichons are famous. I can't spit it out. Known for chicken allergies. So, they don't all have them, but yes, so many of them do. All right, so I always go for powders or liquids. Okay, so I think I got it all in, and that's it. So start looking for whole food sources, rewatch this video, take a few notes, and start giving your dog some natural probiotics and prebiotics and enzymes today. And you will see things like acid reflux, smelly breath, bloating, constipation, diarrhea, regurgitating undigested food, burping and farting, tummy rumbling or gurgling, abdominal pain or cramping, foul smelling stools. I know, you're like, are there any that smell good? No, when there's one that's really foul. Undigested food and stool. All of those signs are telling you need these things for your dog, okay? Those are all signs here. You can take a screenshot of that. Those are all signs that your dog needs these supplements, okay? That's it. I will see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.